Hello, wonderful interwebs! It is I, David, sweatiest, most exhausted of all the Hewletts. Friday night. What better to do than spend 66 minutes on the torture device? Insane, I know, but I did it. And I'm very excited I did. As always, I sound like a broken record here, but the basic thing is every day I think I'm not going to do it. I don't know why I talk myself into not doing it, and then I do it. I should just do it first thing in the morning, get it over with, but I don't. I put it off, and then finally I just guilt myself into it at the last minute. But so Friday night, 66 minutes on the torture device, and I should tell you that this is a burn and learn. This is my bit to stay alive and fit long enough to raise my amazing son, who is home from a week of exams, exhausted and chilling out, or chillaxing, as he would say, on the sofa with some fine anime. And I want to enjoy the coming twilight years of my brilliant, beautiful wife, Jane, who was so great today. I hate exercise. It's boring, so I like to learn something while I'm doing it. I like to share what I've learned with you the sweatiest way possible, and I like to do it so that I can do it on video so that when you see it, you know that I've done it, because if I don't do it, you won't see a video. So it guilts me into it. It's good. So as I say, 66 minutes today. Pretty great, I gotta say. I feel pretty good about it. It was torture. It really was. It was horrible every second. I kept thinking, I'm gonna stop. But what got me through? Well, all about big data. That's what got me through. I've been doing this LinkedIn learning. I finished the Arduino developers course, which is kind of cool. I feel pretty good about that. I'm now into big data, which touches on AI, which touches on machine learning and neural networks and all sorts of stuff. The first chunk, kind of hard to get through because it was just all about the business side of it, like, why you should do it. It felt a bit like an ad for why you should be a data scientist or a data scientist or whatever you say. But now I'm into the sort of the general fundamentals, and I'm sort of talking about the basics of big data, how it's used, what it's used for, sort of a mindset for how you should approach it. And it's just something I've always wanted to know about, so I better start looking at some statistics. Speaking of statistics, I saw a great interview yesterday with a true hero of mine. I just think he's like, just like a legend, frankly. His name is John Mighton. He invented Jumpmath. He's also a very, very talented, brilliant writer as well. He's got a new book out, and he was on TVO, another great channel, I should say. They provided Doctor Who for me. That's why I'm who I am. So TVO did an interview with him. And one of the things that came up, which was really valuable today, was this idea that he feels that we're teaching kids. So we're basically, it's learned helplessness. And that, for some reason, that really stuck with me, because it's something I'm seeing a lot. Today being a perfect example. So today, there was a strike today. There was a school strike. It was a school strike yesterday, school strike today. Well, my Tech Bandits course or session is at lunch at school on Fridays. Well, there was no school today, and everyone was very excited about that. The kids loved that. They did not love the fact, apparently, that there was no Tech Bandits. In fact, there were tears in some cases. And I was so, proud, excited, touched. I don't know what the word is, but I was just so, I thought, that's it. That's exactly it. Like, learning, should be fun. You should want to do it. You shouldn't want to not go to school. School should be so cool that you want to go. Anyways, they want to go to Tech Bandits. So I put it out there. I said, look, I could take 5 of the 10. I can't take 10 people down there. It would be insane. I ended up stopping at 7 because I couldn't say no. So I had 7 kids here today. I ordered a field of cheese pizzas and veggie pizzas. And I brought him a stack of stuff and just said, go for it. Take it apart. So we played with some robots. We had our 6-legged robot running around. Oh, 6 over here. We had him running around, or her. Apparently it's now her. So she was running around. We taught her how to do face lunging. So basically, when she saw a face, it would leap at you. It's great. It's kind of fun. So did that. Then we took apart some PCs. We took apart a whole bunch of printers. The basement is it's basically like an ocean of ink right now. It took me forever just to get my hands this clean. I can give you some indication. So I've got a lot of cleanup to do. I told Jane, I was like, Jane, maybe don't go down the basement for a week. But the kids, I think, had a great time. Yeah, I think they had a good time because I had to basically boot them out. Eventually, around 2 o'clock, I was like, okay, all right, leave me alone, nerds. So I kicked them all out. But it was, God, it's just great. It's just great because basically I'm a kid too, but we just got to explore stuff. But the thing that I noticed was this learned helplessness. I can't do this. This won't open. How do you do this? How do you do that? I'm like, I don't know. Figure it out. You're the tech bandits or the tech terrors or whatever you want to call yourself. This is stuff you got to figure out. If I do it for you, you've learned nothing. So there were some things that I could do for them. As I said, my giant weight allows me to put more pressure on some of the screws. So I would start some of the screws for them if they got stuck. But I was amazed at how many people just sort of went, I don't know, what do we do? And so that I'm trying to unteach that, because I think that's something I'm seeing in a lot of kids, well, a lot of grown-ups too. This kind of like, I don't know, it didn't work out the way I expected it to, so I don't know. And it's like, well, then that's the whole point. You've just what a great you're gonna learn something, because it hasn't worked. Failure is the best way to learn something. So anyways, that's what I've been trying to get through to them today. I think they enjoyed it. What I loved about it too was that when the pizza finally arrived, it was a bit late. Boy, oh boy, pizza. Who did I use? Pizza Hut. They were like, I ordered it for 11:30. They're like, can we make it 12? And then they showed up like 12:15. But anyway, it was fine. It was delicious pizza. Oh my gosh. I like Pizza Hut has the big squishy pizza. As I say, I eat big squishy pizza. That's why I'm big and squishy. I should be eating like thin and crusty, and then I would be thin and crusty. Kids found that amusing. But what was nice about it was we sat around, not even sat around, we walked around, just like eating pizza, drinking water. I didn't have any juice. And just talking. And it was just a really interesting, kind of fun experience of just being like one of the kids and talking about stuff. And they would bring up like video game stuff they were doing, or things they were interested in, things that happened at school. Apparently they're doing like an egg drop thing, which is really cool. You hang an egg in a bag of water and throw it out of the second floor window, and it works fine. I was like, we should test that on Bratlet. Anyways, so I did like 2 hours today. Well, it sort of ended up almost being 3, I guess, because I finally kicked him out around 3. And it was glorious. And Jane was amazing, because Jane was nothing to do with it. I promised her she'd be nothing to do with it, but she still helped anyways and answered doors and kept things, kept things moving downstairs. But I had just the best time. Just the best time. My tech bandits are absolutely wonderful, and I'm onto something. Like, I really feel like I'm onto something. The kids want to do it. They don't want to leave. And they're learning stuff. I don't know how much useful stuff, but they're learning things, and I'm learning things. So that's good for me. Now, that's it, I think, really. Oh, yes, right, I forgot to mention wardrobe the other day. What wardrobe? I wasn't teasing, I just forgot to say it. I actually had wardrobe again today, tailoring, in fact. I had to go to this fine Greek tailor who did all sorts of special measuring and stuff for this, like, 1940s suit that I have to wear. And the question is, what was it for? I don't know what I'm allowed to say, but Guillermo del Toro is in town doing a new movie. He sent me a little email saying, hey, you want to do this new movie? And I said, of course, yes. So that is what the suit's for. I'm very much looking forward to that. I'm very much looking forward to telling you all about that. But that's all I will say right now. But I'm such a nerd, but it's just like, it just feels really good to be like invited back. You know what I mean? So I always feel like that's like the ultimate compliment to an actor is going like, hey, you know what? We worked with you before. I'd like to work with you again. So I don't know. It's just kind of cool. So it's fun to be working for a fellow geek like Guillermo. So all right, I have got to go and eat sushi with my son, who has finished a week of exams. Poor child. God, I remember hating exams. Anyway, so he's finished that. So he's upstairs chillaxing. I'm gonna go join him, but I think I might shower. Anyways, till we meet again. Sweater not. Cheerio.